officials were like, that's no good. Let's get down there. Of our technology. We were like doing this. What I find amazing, other than just what I'm seeing here, is let's just think about these pilots in this helicopter. How many pilots out there that have been instructed to follow these things, to take photographs of these things? All these pilots working for the military, working for the government, they're all out there and they've got the knowledge and they're just not talking. All of them. It just made me think, it's like, this dude has literally been told to track, or dudette, to track 2 orbs in the sky. Amazing. Okay, and well done for the person who recorded this as well. Drones, ours, versus plasmoids, the orbs, not only human origin. Look at this.
It is going down in Dimona. Look at this shit. Look at this. It's not even. Oh my God, they done shot like some smart bombs or something. Look at this shit. They in the drone bombs or something. Look at this. What? Oh my God, what they done shot over here?
Experimenta posibilidades infinitas con el creador de personajes de Black Desert.
Look at this. I'm filming this shit. It is crunk. It is crunk out here. What? What they done shot down?
They're just multiplying.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look. Look. Every direction they coming.
Hobbyist.
All over.
Hobbyist drones. Now, talking about them separating, I've got footage now to show you of these orbs popping off these other orbs from it. And people say this is hobbyists. Like, come on now. Now, I saw a comment on one of my videos saying it was obviously a local, right? And he said, I see these all the time, these orbs. They've got a mind of their own. They know what they're doing. These are not just like balls of energy flapping about in the sky. These things know what they're doing. And here's a video to prove it, right? Watch this. Helicopter approaches this orb. Here's the helicopter. Here's your orb. Watch. Bye. See you later. Look at this thing. Now here's a video from the X account Tangled Titty. He DM'd me and he was like, Ben, I saw this, check this out. Look. This is his own video. Look how bright this thing goes. Look at this. It's like they're scoping out for something. Amazing. These orbs are separating, or they're giving off other orbs. Look at this. This is in New York. All right. Someone saying some sort of mothership.
That, yeah, that's it right there. Hold on, let me still get it. Let me still go focus in. You know that.
Jesus, God, I'm looking at this. I can't believe it. It's not a whipping that.
Oh my God, there's more coming.
Look at this.
What is it? Planes don't look that color. There's a. That, yeah, that's it right there. Hold on, let me still get it. Let me still go focus in. You know that.
Skyline over there, Nashville, Tennessee. That's the skyline over there. I'm gonna see if I can film this. It keeps showing up outside. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna try to zoom in on this. Oh my gosh, do you see that? What the bro? I've seen it all over TikTok. Now I've literally seen them in person. This is right next to Nashville, Tennessee. Right in Nashville, Tennessee.
Now that is not hobbyist drones. There's been some weird stuff on the ground level as well for people. So we've got, in the United Kingdom, streetlights doing this. This is something that you would see in the movies, guys. Normally when you have a power cut or a surge or something, they all go off at the same time and on, right? Not tubular bells. Go back over to the States. Look at this. Here we go. Could be. See, the other thing is as well, like, it's strange that you're seeing this, and this is what a lot of movie makers put on their videos, right? Lights flickering on their films, lights flickering before aliens come. Like, I'm sure they know things. I'm sure they do. And that's not all. Look at this. These are people's cars going off.
I had to like pull over and like pull this back up because I thought maybe it's a car party, right? There's a bunch of like those weird looking Tesla vehicles over there, and I thought maybe it's like a car club. They're just all meeting up, and it's a Thursday night. I just want to show you, but there's no one over there. There's not a body. There's not a person. Like if it was a car club, those are pretty common around Atlanta. But look at this. I'm gonna zoom in just so you. But the video that I heard was like this girl who was saying like, have you seen any of like the lights flickering or anything like that? And then there was a guy in Jersey who was like, yeah, my like house lights, my house lights have been going off and like flickering. And she made a video of like lights just like this do the same thing in a parking lot. I have no idea how to find that or stitch it, but
that's not normal.
This is what's happening. Not a single person. And listen, I'll let the window down so you can hear. Because when I had like my radio on. There's no sound. Hold on, I'm even turn my car off.
That's so strange. So they're not it's not the alarms going off. How peculiar. Now, news just in. Drones are being banned. Here we go.
Federal Aviation Administration issued bans on flying drones in multiple cities across New Jersey, including several in our area due to security reasons. These areas are all now considered national.
I have to stop it there. He said, drones are being banned now in these locations due to security reasons. So, what's the things been up there now for then for the 4 weeks? They're not security reasons, no? You can't take them down? If people ignore this and they go up there with their hobbyist drones, what are they going to do? Leave them and say it's no threat? You've just made a rule. So what happened to the rule 4 weeks ago?
national defense airspace. Here's a map of those sites: the city of Camden, Gloucester City, Winslow Township, Evesham, Hancock's Bridge in Lower Alloways Township in Salem County, West Hampton, Burlington, and Hamilton. Unmanned aircraft are not allowed in those areas through January 17th unless approved by the federal government. The FAA says pilots who violate the airspace, meaning pilots on the ground as well, may be detained and interviewed by law enforcement. The agency warns that the U.S. government may use deadly force against drones it deems an imminent threat.
Okay, I get why they're doing it. I understand. Like, they want to eliminate all of us taking our drones up there so they can actually assess the situation and find out if these actual drones are threats or not. But a lot of people, like some news outlets are saying that, you know, there's reports that they're all hobbyist drones. They're either hobbyist drones, stars, or helicopters. People's private owned like helicopters and things like that. Like, these are just, basically they're saying you're not seeing what you're seeing. Now, this next video I'm going to show you has been making the rounds and it's generating quite a little bit of a stir. There's a little bit of hate or confusion in some of the comments saying, oh, this is fake. But this is actually live footage. This is live footage of a beach in New Jersey. All right? Look at this.
Manos incansables, que nunca se detienen. Manos que evolucionan disfrutando de lo que hacen. Manos agradecidas. Manos con las que dejamos un poquito de nosotros en todo lo que hacemos. El Coto, artesanos del vino.
So we got a 50 speed. All right. First of all, I think these lights going across, these are they're either the drones or I would imagine, here we go, that there might be planes. But look at that. That happened. And you might be thinking, okay, well, it's when the sunrise hits a certain point that reflects off of the ocean and illuminates. Okay, I get it. The sunrise is constantly up, right? You would imagine if it gets to that certain perfect point, that's going to happen. It's going to illuminate, everything like that. But watch. And I gotta say, it doesn't look like a sunset. I know, you know, this part down here does, but the actual thing here doesn't look like one. But what's that all about? Why is that doing that? Why is it flashing like that? Look at, is these orbs now? Or these drones? What is that? Now, somebody in comments also said, oh, that's fake. The sun doesn't rise over New Jersey in that area. Well, I was like, really? So I actually Googled some pictures. Sunrise in New Jersey Beach. And there's quite a lot of sunrises, pictures in New Jersey Beach. Okay? If you're a local there, please tell me, is that the case? But look at this one here. Look at that. Look at this. Just where'd that come from? Look there. That's a clear sky. So what's the cutoff like? Like, what's going on here? I don't see any clouds cutting that off. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. It's not a very clear image, you know, colourful, clear image. I don't see any clouds covering the sunrise, but I do know that there's sunrise there. Has it been doctored with? I've not gone over. I've got to be honest with you. I've not gone over to see the original live stream. Is the lens a little bit distorted? Is it a dirty lens? You know, is it a water droplet on the lens? I don't know. It's just very, very strange. I wanted to show you. Okay, over the water, videoed by a pilot, highly reputable. Look at this. You don't get drones that high. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't think you do. That thing disappeared. Oh, there's 3 of them now. 4. It just... Did another one just come out of that? 5 of them. Oh my god. That was from a channel, an X account called Shorty. Now, potentially, we've got a drone in a tree. And after I'm going to show you this video, I'm then going to show you how somebody's enhanced these images, okay? Look at this, mate. This is like some sort of pod of some sort. Is this real? Is this fake? What? That's... Mate, that's moving in there.
I think it's just the...
I think I've got a clearer video in a second. It's just this one's got no music.
Jersey.
Hang on. So that thing's moving left and right. I just thought, okay, that's quite robotic. It's left, right, almost like a rhythm. And then it's just stopped.
New Jersey.
And a little bit. And now it's going mayhem again. What is going on?
These drone sightings are getting even more crazier as the days are passing by. This was caught last night in New Jersey on December 16th of a super bright drone with bluish purple lights all surrounding. And it looks like it seems like it was caught or stuck in the tree. This had prompted about 7 police cars to respond to this matter.
Alright, okay. I'm just throwing it out there. And these ball things, the alien sphere that Bob Lazar was trying to bloody reverse engineer, the anti-gravity things, the balls which you sometimes see underneath these UFOs, I'm just putting it out there. Right, I'm probably wrong, but I'm just putting it out there.
Matter. Let me know your thoughts and comment below. Things getting crazy.
The other day also, I mentioned to you how much history New Jersey has got for UFO sightings. Listen to this, man.
What people don't know is that Hudson County, New Jersey, northern New Jersey, is the #1 place in the country where they have the most UFO sightings.
Really? Northern New Jersey.
Look it up, Jamie, if you get a minute, please, not to be rude.
But isn't that like near a couple airports?
No, it's closer to like you know, like when you live in New York City and you look at the Hudson River.
Mm-hmm.
They say that people go on their balcony, they're drinking coffee, they're talking on the phone, and they'll see a little flying saucer go by.
Really?
And I know for a fact that in 1976,
a little one,
whatever the fuck they are, I know for a fact that in 1975 and 1976, you could check me out on this. A UFO landed in Hudson County Park. I was a kid, and the next day the feds locked off the park. They had yellow tape. They had samples. Go look it up, dog. There's a UFO. You see that's called, North Bergen is where I'm from. That's called, I forget what it's called, but it's a circular building. So they did so much coke in there in the 80s, they called it the Grinder. That's what they called it, because it was shaped like the Stonehenge. The Stonehenge. I have a couple friends that lived there. people that lived in that building have seen UFOs for fucking years. And if you go to YouTube, there's an actual North Hudson Park UFO. They dug up. They came out the There's a liquor store, and the liquor store guy said he's seen the lights. You heard like the organ music that they play. They landed. A couple Martians got out and took samples and got back in the thing and took off. There's a YouTube thing. There's a History Channel special about it, and I still remember being a young kid.
Did you find anything, Jamie?
That was what's popping up, all that stuff about that building and.
Oh yeah, no.
Is there anything that says a UFO landed?
That's the story I'm reading right now. Is what he's saying. Yeah.
And witnesses, it's not just one guy that says I know UFO. It's people who got knocked on the door and said, did you see anything at 11, 10 at night? And they said, you know what? There were lights flashing outside. They contacted police departments to see if there was any. And they went full. Then the FBI came in, circled the park, closed. It was by the Little League field in Hudson County. But it is, like you think it was Area 51, you think it was close to northern Las Vegas. The number one place to see UFOs is northern New Jersey. They even made a reference to it in The Sopranos. When he said something, he goes, what are you talking about? Last week you said you seen a UFO in Hackensack.
Now there's one video that I just want to end on because I heard it today and I thought it was a really interesting story. And it sort of could, if the story was true, explain a few things, okay? And it's something we've mentioned before on this video, on this channel before, all right? Take a little look at this. Make sure you go over to Poised On's Bastard 33. Listen to this gentleman.
Hey, Simon Trezellian here. Voice of reason, former intelligence operator in the covert ops role. So let's try this a different way. So this is for entertainment purposes only. And I'm going to tell you a story. It's purely fiction story, but it's a story nonetheless. Okay. So human beings for some while have been in communication with, shall we say, outside entities. These are interdimensional beings. Remember, this is a story. And those interdimensional beings have been sharing technology with the highest echelons of the intelligence community on Earth for some while. In fact, since about 1947, when this was really, where it all began, after a certain area called Roswell became into the news. Now, this links into a lot of ancient history, including tales from the Sumerians, which talk of a different race called the Anunnaki that came down to Earth and supplied human beings with technology in order to be able to progress. Now, it's got so far in this story that human beings have progressed to the point where we're almost becoming interstellar. Now, that means that we will no longer be earthbound in this 3D matrix that the other beings created in order to give us an indication as to a reality that they wish us to understand, and to blind us from the reality that we are infinite beings. Now, human beings by themselves have flaws, and these flaws were actually bred into them in some ways by our creators in this story. And that explains with the different DNAs, the different blood groups, the O negative element to that. And we can see that we hold not only some of the bloodlines, but also some of the flaws of our creators. So the creators have seen the problems that they created in history when they had their own wars, and they don't want us to go